Mr. Backlund, Bob Backlund, former champion. This man, for his age, keeps himself in amazing shape, and the regimen he does is crazy. Did you ever work out with Bob?
Yes, and you can ask Bob himself. He said, out of all the people that he's worked out with and he's put through his workout, I am the only one that's been able to keep up.
That's a big feather in your cap.
Huge feather. I am the only one that's been able to keep up. You know, especially with all the squats and stuff like that. People slow down. People just conk out. But it's all mental. It's all mental. And I love training. I genuinely enjoy training. I love functional training. I'm not a guy that gets under the squat rack and squat 400 or 500 pounds. I'm 35. I like doing functional stuff. I don't like loading my spine anymore. So the functional stuff for me is where it's at. And people say I look great. People say, man, you're on the gender diet, Jinder Mahal, because he's in great shape. And I said, you know, I'm the lightest I've ever been. And for me, it's just hard work and jump roping and functional training. And, yeah, you know, I've had knee injuries. So my heaviest in WWE was 240. I'm 220, and I feel great. I'm in the best shape of my life.
Fred, it's interesting, too, because you're going to be honored in Miami. The Outshine Film Festival, they're giving you the Celebrity Talent Vanguard Award, and the LGBTQ community and athletes, your support, your education, your advocacy, the Block the Hate movement. Miami, you've mentioned you lived here in the past. It also was a big time for you as far as WWE, because Miami is the place that Nexus debuted. Nexus came out and attacked John Cena at the American Airlines Arena. What do you remember about that day leading up to that big event?
Yeah, Miami is huge for me because, again, yes, that's where Nexus created havoc in WWE. It was that afternoon when we were told this is what was going to be happening, that we needed to deliver. And it was Vince McMahon's own words that he said, if stuff looks hokey, if stuff doesn't look vicious, you're going to be fired. So we needed to deliver. And we did. And it was a great moment in wrestling history. Again, it's just unfortunate. When SummerSlam came around, we were unsuccessful. And there are wrestlers like Chris Jericho who wanted us to win, because that's how you develop stars, because the stars we lost against were already legends, were already stars developed. So that's how you make talent. You have them win something. You have them win something over. That's how you make talent. That's how you develop talent. It's just unfortunate that we didn't win the victory.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned that too. When it's something like that, y'all are being put together, and all of you were new as far as WWE. You went through the competition prior, and to be involved in something like that, who's helping you all? Who's helping lead you all? Well, Fred, think about it. You guys were worried about being fired just about if this thing is going to go over. But, it did go over, but still Daniel Bryan got fired because they thought he went way over. Were you fearful when Daniel Bryan got fired? Am I going to be fired? Is someone else going to be fired? What was that part of it like?
Well, we were all fearful, but, rewind back to when NXT originally started. NXT originally started with obstacles and challenges, and NXT, when I first started, I could not stand it. It was an absolute nightmare. When those yellow ropes would be put on during TV days, I would have nightmares about it. But NXT now, it's incredible. It's like new and improved, and some of the athletes that are coming to NXT are incredible. So I love what NXT is being done now. But yeah, when the Nexus wreaked havoc in WWE in Miami, yeah, we were very fearful of, we could lose our jobs, we could be fired, anything could happen. So we were kind of walking around on pins and needles in everything we did. But look what happened to Daniel Bryan. He's one of the top guys in the WWE. So, everything happens for a reason. So I'm glad to have been a part of the Nexus history. And someday the Nexus can be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Hopefully, we can have that moment to really reflect on causing chaos in WWE. So, receiving this Vanguard Award and maybe someday getting into the Hall of Fame will be some amazing experiences.
Oh, well, DX just got inducted. Next year, WrestleMania will be in Tampa for the first time, which is very cool. And you figure one day the Shield might get inducted. The NWO will be inducted. I'm putting that out there. And I don't know for sure. And then that would be cool to see Nexus, because what each person did as a group, but also as individually as well. And you mentioned Daniel Bryan too. I mean, yes, he did get fired, and that was legit that he got fired. And then look what happened. He was able to come back. The fans supported him and just skyrocketed. You had mentioned earlier about coaching, and this is interesting to me. Is that something you would like to do for WWE or for other wrestling groups or training groups?
Well, yeah, for me, I always say wrestling is like ice cream. It's all the same, just different flavors. So we all have different styles. I love coaching. I've been doing it on and off since I started. I've done wrestling clinics where I've been a part of it, and I've also ran wrestling clinics in the New Jersey area where I came from. I helped train teenage superstar from the ground up, ba. So I love working with the big guys. I love giving advice. I love passing down some of my knowledge, some of my mental swag to young up-and-coming wrestlers. So I enjoy it. I enjoy coaching. So I'm open to training people at the Performance Center. I'm open to training people for AEW, for anything, for all walks of life.
Do you have any interest, because you still wrestle, you are actively wrestling, and you're also pursuing acting, and you're involved in so many things, your Block the Hate movement. Are you interested in AEW, Ring of Honor, New Japan, companies like that?
I've made it known publicly on my social media and also in interviews such as this that, yes, I don't know who I have to talk to. I've talked to Brandy from AEW. I've sent her ideas. I've reached out to New Japan. I've reached out to ROH. So I just don't know. Maybe no one's interested. But like I say, I have a lot left in the tank, and I have a lot left to offer to the wrestling world. So hopefully with this interview and many more that I do, I can spread the word out there that I'm ready and willing to get dirty and get rough in the ring.
We're going to wrap this up. And Fred, thank you so much for taking the time to do this. I want to ask this, and I don't want to, I just want to do this. I'm going to try to do this in a way. I hope I'm not offending you, because that's not my intent. But we've had wrestlers in the past, adorable Adrian Adonis, exotic Adrian Street, who have played on sort of a feminine role. Would that be something you would look at doing, or do you think that's just too over the top? I know that's not your character, that's not your persona in wrestling, but what are your thoughts of that type of character? Do you think that would be a negative because of who you are?
I'm in the entertainment business, so I enjoy entertaining. I know what entertaining is all about. With me being out, I'm comfortable with, playing all different types of characters. With me being closeted, I wasn't comfortable because, I wasn't my true self. Now I'm able to show that being gay comes in all different sizes and shapes. Some gay people are feminine, some gay people are masculine, like myself. So I think for me, just me being me, just like this is what being gay and being proud is all about. And I don't celebrate being gay, like, ooh, gay. I celebrate living my life free from hate, free from judgment. So this is a different type of gay